Hey guys, welcome back to another Otaku Clan. I'm your guy, the anime guy, aka Jerry. Today we're going to do a little tutorial on how to make custom anime stickers. It's not that hard. I'll go into every step in the video. Just make sure you only use the stickers for personal use only. Because you do not own the images and always give credit to the artists and the guys who actually make the image, okay? So it's pretty easy. A stack of 5 for a couple minutes. Custom anime stickers that's rotty resistant and it kind of lasts for a while. They're not 100% professional grade stickers because we're making it at home. But we're doing it cheaply and we're doing it the Otaku way. So let's get into it. Hey everybody, so we're gonna get into how to make custom anime stickers. You can make any type of stickers that you want. Remember, do not sell for personal use only. You know, if you're gonna do that, make sure you give credit where credit's due to the artist or to the other company. But this is just for your own personal sticker collection type of thing, you know, just for your own purpose. Alright, so first thing we're gonna do is that we're gonna open up the credit design space. You're gonna go to a new project. It's gonna be over here in the corner. So you could do other things right here. Honestly, you could go t-shirt, projects, shapes, images, tags, phrases, uploads. And today we're just gonna do upload. So I'm gonna show you how to do that. So these are some of the uploads that you can do. So you go upload image. You can always save them as well. Drag where my stuff is at is over here. Cosplay. So we're gonna do a few. We're gonna do Vegeta. So when it comes in like this, it's gonna be either of these formats right here. So I like to do is complex. It makes the image pop a little bit more. If you have a basic design like black and white, I will go simple, and if it's something not so like bright, like vibrant color, I'll go right here. So you just push continue. There's no background, so this is a PDF. You can always double check. See how the outline is right there? So that's what it's gonna print out. So all you gotta do is continue. Print to cut. That's you're gonna print the image onto sticker paper from the printer, and then you're gonna cut it out. So once it's done like that, you could just add it to the file just like that. So now it's here. So we could add another one. Let's do One Piece Jolly Roger's flag. It's the same thing. It's a PNG. So with the images that we're gonna do, right? There's a lot of ways that you can go about this. So you can go. There's different. There's different tricks that you can do. Like this one right here. This was not a PNG, so you just right click. It actually takes off the background, and make sure it's a white background. If it's a complex background, it's not gonna work as well. So you just double check it. That looks good right there. Add, print, cut. Add to that one, and there you go. So there's another one. So with this, the limit that you can do per sheet of paper, it depends on the size of the images that you're trying to put, or the image of the stickers, what size stickers you're gonna put. So I recommend just putting at least 5, pretty decent. Like see how 02, that image, it looks kind of distorted. Just that's because it's not a PNG. See how it's like right here, how it's a bigger square mesh, and then when you do it, it's a small square mesh. So it's not gonna work. So even if you click on it, it's not gonna work. So it's like it's not working. See? So it's not a PNG. See? It's not. So you can always just go cancel. All the stuff will still be here. Upload image, browse. It's the same thing. I know it's a tiring process. If you find all your stuff in line, it's even better. So we're just gonna go to Megami real quick. So like this is not either. So you can't do nothing. Cause let's see, like apply, print to cut. Let's see if it actually works. color's kind of off, but it's okay. Okay, my thingy just crashed. Great. So the thing about this program, it doesn't hold out too long. Honestly, there's bugs, like seriously bugs on this thing. So we're gonna do everything around like 2" or 1.5. So we're gonna do 1.5. But see how the image right here of Vegeta looks kind of weird? It's because we made it too small. So we're gonna unlock it. We're gonna make it just a little bit bigger, so it could actually look decent. Because the quality image that you get is depending on what size image it is. So if it's not too much, it should be okay. So like this one, it's not too bad. So we'll put that right there. Megami, let's see. Megami looks fine. So we're gonna make this one to 2 inches. And 2 point whatever. Same thing with him. It looks kind of weird, so we'll leave it like that. Okay, so that looks pretty good. So you could print it out just like this, right? Or so the paper that you're gonna use is basically you're gonna use it from 6.5 by 9. So you can always move around the images. But let's see if we could fit one more, because the more you put on the paper, the less material you use. So let's do this cat girl. I always like cat girls. Same thing, blah blah. Apply. Okay, so this one's gonna be kind of weird because I'm gonna try to do it as slowly as I can, but because I've been doing it for a while, I don't have the patience for this type of thing. So everything's right here. It looks okay. You're just gonna drag it like that. So it looks like we're in the area. This one might have to scoot over, and this one has to go up a little bit, but it's okay. So we'll just scoot this one a little bit out of the way. Put this one down. Put this one in the middle right here. Okay. So let's do this guy first. So you're gonna do is that you're gonna crop them out like that. Do an offset. What kind of offset I like to do is 0.85 or 0.083. There's different ones you can do. I always recommend clicking it right here on the white side, and you could double check. So it just depends which one you like. So it's either round edge or sharp edge. It doesn't really matter, it's just up to you. I recommend just doing the round edge, and you can pick any color that you want for the edge. But remember, when you do the offset, it's still gonna be this. You're gonna use the ink. So remember, the paper is white, so you're gonna have to use ink around it. So I recommend just use white because it makes it pop more. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna attach it. So you're gonna go right here, go off to the side, right click, attach. So now these two of the back image, so the offset and the image are now together. Then you're gonna right click it again, and you're gonna flatten that image. So now one image is the same. So even if you go right here, can you see that right there? When I hover over the cat girl, the background is white and the offset's white, but now they're all together. So if you do it separately, you don't flatten it, it's not gonna work. So because it's gonna cut out both images, it's kind of weird. So you just right click, boom, change the color, white, right click, attach, right click again, flatten, and that's pretty much it. Now it's together, see? And so now when they're together like that, you can make them bigger or smaller. It doesn't really matter because they're all together now. So we're gonna continue that. We're gonna do the rest of them real quick. And remember, guys, make sure you attach first, then flatten. If you flatten first and attach, it does not work for some reason. It works for some people, but it does not work for me. It's just weird like that. I don't understand it, but it just happens. So I'm gonna attach, then flatten. Same thing, offset. And you guys can always pause it while I'm doing this in the video too, because I know I'm doing it kind of quick. See how I right there? See how I moved it just a little bit? See, like the image on the side right here is there, but if you move it, it's okay. You could just backspace it until it goes in the middle. Redo it, attach, and flatten. Now it's together. So if you go right here on the side of the screen on the right side, all of them are flattened and they're all together. That's what you want. You don't want nothing missing, or you don't want extra images to be cut because you're just using more material. So that looks pretty good, guys. Let's see. She might be a little too big, and she looks okay right there. We're gonna put him down here. So you can always rotate this. Like you can rotate the images like that, so you can get like the most out of the space that you got, because you're trying to put as much stickers or as much images on one piece of paper, and that's what you want, because you don't want to waste material. So after that, you're gonna go right here, then you're gonna group. So once they're grouped up, all of them are the same, so you can move them any way you want. Then if you get all of these in the same spot, you can make them bigger if you want, like that. And then you keep going until it says stop. But for some reason, this is way too damn big, so we're just gonna keep it like right here, because it should have stopped right here at 1.6 or at 6.5. It did not. I don't know why, but there you go. So that's pretty much it. See how like this one went over here? I'm telling you, this program has glitches like crazy. It does not work for some reason sometimes, because it says it should go, but it's not going. It's kind of weird. So what we're gonna do is ungroup it, group it again, or attach, then group. So it should be all the same now. Make it just a little bit bigger. Make it. See what happens. There it goes. See, it gets kind of ridiculous, because now it's like, you know, it shouldn't be this big. I mean, these stickers are gonna be huge, but you don't have to mirror the image. All you gotta do is connect it to your computer. So the only time you do mirror image is when you do like sublimation or print, or direct print, DTF. I think it's a direct transfer vinyl or something. So all you gotta do is connect it to your computer or to your printer, add in your paper. So don't worry about, I'm turning on my machine right now. Don't worry about the image looking like this, because it's just how it is. So what I recommend, a lot of people recommend to add bleed. I do not do that, and I always go right here, use system diagnostic, push next, and it's gonna come out with this. So I'm using the EV, that's my printer, and then I go right here. So because I'm using a gloss paper, there's a matte paper also, but remember with the matte, the colors don't pop up as much, and it's not shiny. So you want the most glossy finish, go with glossy paper. If you want kind of like dull, use matte. It's pretty much it. And then you just follow right here. So I use a HP glossy professional paper, best quality, and okay. And then you're gonna always how many copies you want and stuff like that. So you're just gonna push print. The printer's printing it out. Trying to connect to my machine. Okay, there it goes. So it only takes a minute. Once the paper is printed out from the printer, I recommend letting it set for 2 to 3 minutes before you touch it, or before you put on the actual cutting mat of your Cricut mat cutting board thing. Because once the machine is going over it, those little wheels are going to go over the image, and if that image is not dry, it's going to make it smear, or it's going to track the ink off of the image. Is going to run over the paper, and that's not what you want, because you you just spent all this time, and then might as well wait an extra 2 to 3 minutes and make sure those images are dry. So after we're doing that, we're gonna use these different images. We're gonna use base, material, setting 2. So what I recommend is going to your machine, because I understand it's paper, right? So you're gonna use poster border. That's just gonna give you a little bit more cutting pressure than the regular paper. Paper is paper, like it's just regular printer paper setting. So it's not gonna cut it as deep. It's gonna leave kind of like an edge around it, and you're gonna have to move it with your finger and pull it off, so it doesn't cut all the way. But I recommend using poster border setting. It's just gonna give you that little bit of deepness. You cut it all the way through, and you don't have to worry about it. The other step I'm gonna go over is you can just do it like this. Put it right there, get the paper, put it on the mat, and cut it out. And I'm gonna show you that right now too. But there's another one that if you want the stickers to be a little bit more water resistant, these stickers are water resistant, but you're not gonna submerge them. You can't submerge them for long. I mean, you could wipe them off and stuff when you're like washing something or with a damp cloth. It's not gonna really do anything. But let's say if you try to scrub them, the ink's gonna come off. So it's not really water resistant. It's more like repel water. Okay, you can't dump these stickers because they're not plastic, they're paper. So that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna go one step further and show you guys the difference between this step and going a little extra. Okay, so after you get your paper done, it's gonna look like this. So your image is gonna be right here. You can't see the white border, but it's there. Okay, it's there. So I'm sorry about the shakiness, but this is all I got right now. So what we're gonna do is transfer. This is the mat right here. I got the standard grid or standard grip stickiness. So the standard is just not gonna be sticky as much. If you get the really strong one or strong grip, it's gonna pull off. When you try to pull the paper, it's gonna be very hard, and sometimes it does rip the paper. So you're just gonna go right here to this grid line. It's gonna be a white line right here. You're gonna move the image to that line. It could be off just a little bit, but just make sure you get the general area. So up here, make sure it's on the line to right here and right here. What I like to do is run my finger on the outside and push it down, because it's gonna help the paper stay on the actual thing. And I like to just go around my finger like that, just push it down. It's not gonna hurt nothing because there's no ink right there, it's just paper. Then clear tape just a little bit, and I like to put it right there in the corner. The reason why I like to put them in the corners is because when the machine is going over it, it's not gonna be able to pull. Because when you're cutting the image, the blade is not really turning. It's mostly just staying in one place, and it's basically just going like that. It's just scratching it. But the blade is super sharp. But if it nicks something, if your blade is not as brand new and you've been using it for a while, I recommend doing this, because you just a little extra tape. It's not gonna hurt nothing. Just put it right there and put it right there. So now the image is not gonna move. It's not gonna go this way. It's not gonna go this way. It's gonna stay like this. So the other step I'm gonna go over. So you could cut it like this, right? Put it in the machine, let it do its thing, and cut it out. But I want to put these on my water bottle, so I don't want the actual especially the Vegeta one, because that one looks crazy. I don't want them to smear. So what what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this. If you can see the shininess, so it's basically it's lamination paper. It's see-through paper, so it's the same thing. It's gonna be like that, and it's gonna be clear, so it's gonna be awesome. So all you gotta do is take your get it right on the edge with your finger, and you're gonna open it up like that. So it's an actual two-piece step. You could use clear and stuff like that, or thermal, whatever you call that. But I like to use this because I believe it's cheap. It's very cheap. So what you're gonna do is get just a little bit, put it right there on the edge, run your finger. So you're gonna get a little overlap right here. Just run your finger as close to the paper as you can. Don't worry if you have a little air bubble right there. It's fine because it's not hitting anything. You're gonna flip it over, and then you're gonna go one sweep. Put one hand grabbing right here, and the other hand you're gonna be holding it right here, okay? And you're just gonna go straight up, just like that. And that's pretty much it. Then what I like to do is bend it like that, so all the little things could come out. There is a little line right here, it's fine. This one right here is fine because it's gonna come out. So if you have a air bubble, get like a little pick like this. You can pick these up anywhere. Just poke it right in the middle till it actually goes through, and push the air in. Push the air that way. Right there, there's another bubble. Push it right there. It's gone. That's pretty much it. Everything looks good except Vegeta, but once it gets cut, it's gonna look fine. Because there's an air bubble right on this face right here, and I don't want to put a hole because it's gonna mess it up. But it's fine. I think it's because I didn't go hard enough. This way, but it's all good. So once it's done like this, so you're gonna put it like this, but because we put the extra plastic on it, right, we're gonna move it to poster border plus. That's the secret to this, okay? So what I like to do is make sure it goes in like that. Put my finger, you can see it right here on the edge of it. So let's move this just a little bit right here. Put my finger right here on the edge. So it's gonna be right here. Put my finger right there. Put my arm right here, like that, pushing it through. You don't want that much pressure. Push it in, and move your finger to the side. Once it grabs it, it's gonna pull it. So once that's done, right, you're gonna push the C button. Once the C button's going, I don't really know what the C button means. You're gonna hold your finger right there, and then that's it. So once the machine's doing its job, it's gonna be cutting it out off to the line. So once it's moving, it's checking the cut line. So the black line right there is the cut line. So all it's doing is doing that. So remember I was telling you about the ink? See these little rollers right here on the side? If those rollers are touching the paper, so if it's not dry, it's gonna be moving all that back and forth, and there's some pressure onto it as well, because those are grabbing the actual paper and it's moving. So right now it's gonna cut it out. Once it goes finalized and it says all the settings are good, it's gonna cut it out. But remember, these images I do not own. This is just for me, for fun. That's it. So what it's doing right now is cutting it out both again, because you want that double line. If it doesn't cut all the way, you can always cancel it and just do it again. And that's pretty much it, 100%. So once it's done, you're gonna push the 2 arrow thing. Sorry about the mess because I was doing tumbler cups. If you guys want to see how I do tumble cups, put it in the comments below. I do the same thing. So you're gonna get your finger, get it right here on the edge, and you're just gonna pull it. You're just gonna pull it. See how like it stayed on it? Because I didn't push it down hard enough. Get that image on there. Use your finger, don't worry. There you go. So you're just gonna roll it off. Just like that. And that's it. So what I like to do is just go use my finger, push it down just a little bit, push it down with my finger right here, because it's kind of hard to get the images like in a way that you want. So like this one's already done, this one's off, it's already connected. See, look at that. You can see the glitteriness or whatever you call it is in there. So all you gotta do, what I like to do is bend it just a little bit, and you can just pull them off. Just be careful with the small pieces, like your tail right there. And that's all you can do. Just bend it just a little bit, let it rise up by its own, and then that's it. Take that little extra piece off, and there you go. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me double check. You can see the glitterness. So if you had like a regular one, it's not gonna have that. I mean, this makes it work better. I mean, you're taking your time and you're doing it better. This one came out okay too. There's a little line right there, but you can't really tell. Honestly, awesome. Same thing like Vegeta. You just have to take your time. There's still a little bubble on this forehead though, but that's okay. I'll put this someplace else. But see how it's shiny. That's what you want. You want shininess. Look at that. Shininess. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much it with that. If you guys got any more questions, hey guys, so that's pretty much it. I apologize. My microphone just ran out and it did not work. Same thing with my phone. I don't know. I guess it's taking up too much space. But that's pretty much it, guys. If you guys like what you guys are seeing right now, let me know in the comments below. And remember, the rights to the owners, or always like that. Remember, it's only for personal use only. And that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, comment me below in the comment section. If you guys want to see other stuff, what I've been doing with